Yeah, I've lost my job. I'm going to go through today why. If you're new to the channel, my name's Charlie and I live with chronic illness. This is Ollie, my trainee assistance dog. So Friday the 28th of July 2023 was my last working day in traditional career. So I have a severe form of psoriatic arthritis, which means that I'm in varying levels of pain 24/7. I suffer from chronic fatigue. Just holding my head up right now, I'm having to think about it. I realised that I didn't explain this when I was vlogging this. If you have chronic illness issues, an employer legally has to make reasonable adjustments for you. Due to the level of health issues I've got, I don't have reasonable adjustments in place. I have what I call excessively unreasonable adjustments in place. And I'm going to go on and explain to you why it was time for me to resign. I have to average my working hours per annum. So most people obviously have a weekly contract. For example, was contracted to 37 and a half hours a week. January to April, end of April, I would sometimes only do 2 or 3 days a week because I was so extra sick from peak period. In retail, peak period is September through to mid-January. So I'd work so many hours during that period that it would take me 4 months to recover. But that's the job, that was the job. That was our crazy busy time and I knew it and I always prepared for it. Summertime was my best time. So in the summer, I would try and, do my best to live a little bit and always prep before peak. My body will shut down. I'll get like an hour's notice. When I say shut down, I mean sleep. And that sleep can last from 2 to 36 hours. I can go through phases where I know that I'm all right. But if I've been pushing it and doing excessive hours, it's just a matter of time until I start going through the crashing phases. It can be where the arthritis just flares up. Not necessarily that I've done a lot of hours, just that the arthritis is like, and enough. That's it. I can't start and finish at set times. I can't guarantee my start time. I can't guarantee my finish time. And every day, every single day, my life is affected by my chronic illness. There is no consistency at all in, Charlie will be starting work at 08 and finishing at 1600. There is no consistency. I cannot guarantee consistency. A big problem is I just don't look sick. I don't look sick. Unless you know me really well, or you have extensive medical training, I don't look sick. So when I say to people, look, I'm really not well, I've got major issues, not only do I not look sick, I look happy. I look like I'm having a good time. I've just walked like 5 bus lengths, and this is what happens. And sometimes when I do that, it means that I'm done for the day. Obviously, I'm out this morning. I've just been down there. But there's days where any form of walking puts me to sleep. And I can't guarantee it because it's weather dependent. The weather totally changes how I feel. Stop talking now. Another thing that I do to stay employed is I have to do my hours over 7 days. Over 364 days a year. I don't work Christmas Day. I don't like working, some of the other days, but yeah, because I can't do full days most of the year, I spread it over 7 days. So I don't take holiday. Well, I do take holidays, I book holidays, but I still work first thing in the morning. And if there's any major issues or if the customer wanted me, like even though they knew I was on holiday, if there's an emergency, I'll be available. So that's how I would have to work to be able to achieve it. Reasons that I'd decline: weather, food, mobility, arthritis, treatment. Any changes in those, if I got cold, if I get cold, it's emergency situations for me. I cannot get cold. I have to constantly be alert to any of those changes, then adjust my day. Everything that I'm saying to you today is all the big stuff. It's not all the little things. So the little things for me are things like, there was a hot water bottle team. The Amandas, both the Amandas, Lisa, they used to have to do me hot water bottles because with the hot water bottle I get a pain reduction and I could last longer. The canteen staff at New Look, I cannot express how much they've helped me. So when I was on treatment that would give me really severe nausea, they would do me mini portions. And then when I was really sick, there's times where they would do me food packages that I could then take home. It made a huge difference. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. You're all amazing. Oh, and thank you for the Lucozade supply. They always made sure there was Lucozade. And if we were running out, they would hide some Lucozade for me because they knew, for me, the Lucozade and Tramadol meant all the difference. So they'd hide it for me. I couldn't survive without it. I couldn't do my job without the kit. I can't travel. If I go to site, now I'm pretty housebound. Even though you're like, but Charlie, you're on a walk. Yes, I am. Because I'm building my fitness and I have to budget my steps. I have to be really, really careful with my steps. And I'm wearing a high-vis jacket because I sit down constantly because I'm limited to how much I can walk. But just because I'm limited and I have to sit down a lot, doesn't mean I can't go out. Well, sometimes it does, but you know what I mean. Anyway, if I go to site and I'm at site for like an hour, 2 hours, that's it for the day. I'm done. I can't travel, it's a nightmare. And it is a reasonable request I'm the contract manager. I was the contract manager. My customer could at any time have gone, we want you on site Monday to Friday. And that would have been a reasonable request. They never did that. They could have had me removed from the contract at any time. My employers in the past 16 years could have got rid of me at any time. But they didn't. This has been my choice. Oh, I've started fainting as well. I haven't actually passed out yet, but I've got to the point where I've been on the floor with dotted vision where it's going black. But the reason that I haven't actually fainted is because of Ollie. She's started doing alerts. A lot of the time, oh, hang on, I've remembered. The one that I can't remember, brain fog. So I get really severe brain fog. And I can get it where it's so bad that, for example, I turned around one day and said to Matt, put it on the laptop. Matt translated that to what I actually meant, which was put it on the Zimmer frame. It's like having a form of Alzheimer's. That's what I genuinely thought I had early onset Alzheimer's. It scared the crap out of me because no one spoke to me, no one warned me that with pain and fatigue comes brain fog. You're going to get it. So, for example, if I'm working on something that is worth millions of pounds, I will not work on it when my brain fog is bad. It's literally, I will say to the team, no, or whoever I'm working with, like maybe Richard, my boss, I can't work on that today, my brain fog's too bad. We're at our favourite rest stop. Ollie's having time for her life in the water. Oh, yeah, so let's talk about Ollie. Because of the walking distances, I can't take her to the toilet when she needs to go, so she has a team of babysitters. Obviously, it's not in anyone's contract to take my dog to the toilet and pick up her poo. So they were volunteers and they were people that I trusted my dog's life with. So when I would decline and the priority was put one foot in front of the other and don't fall on your face. Actually, one person would get Ollie, another person would get my stuff, and then it was a case of transport me and getting me home. So someone would literally have to make sure that I was in the house. Obviously for me that was a big deal because when it comes to the point where I've got to be transported home, sometimes I couldn't even speak. I couldn't communicate. I was extremely vulnerable. To be honest, the guys preferred it when I was too sick and couldn't talk because it was a nice break for them. This has been my choice. So first time in my career, we lost the contract. The request was that I move across to the new company, which I declined. And we did look at other options, but it didn't work out due to my health issues. Due to my health issues, we can't reposition me in the business. I am a bit wobbly about it. Statistically, from year 0 being year of diagnosis, by year 5, due to the level of chronic illness that I have. By year 5, people are out of work. I made it to year 16 in traditional employment. And the only reason I was able to do that is because of my boss, Richard Ball, and because my customer, New Look. And more importantly than anything else, every manager, every business is in the same situation as me. I could not have managed my job without the team. Without the office team, without the drivers, without the out bases, everyone was stunning. So Ollie and I are about to start a new chapter in our lives. A new chapter in our lives. Currently we don't have a home. We're short of money each month. And I'm starting a new career at age 46. Subscribe to keep following our journey. It's okay, we'll be able to buy food. I promise. We'll just give up some of the other stuff, like electricity.